The state has officially withdrawn the case against 95 Libyan nationals who were arrested at a military camp in Mpumalanga last month. It's believed that they entered the country with visas that were acquired through misrepresentation. SABC News reporter Tumelo Machogo is just outside the White River Magistrates Court and joins us now live. And Tumelo, take us through how things unfolded inside court just a short while ago.
Well, it just happened just short a while ago when the state actually just told the magistrate that they will be withdrawing the case against the 95 men that have appeared here in court this morning. You'd understand they were arrested in July last month when in a military camp just outside White River here. These 95 men, they appeared in court. We could see from them they were already refreshed and also quite upbeat about they knew that this was going to be happening this morning here in court. Also outside here, they are screaming outside of jubilation, going back to be able to be handed over now to be the Home Affairs Department to deal with the matter going forward. But let's speak to the NPA to hear the reasoning for withdrawing the matter. Let's now bring in Monica Nyuswa. Monica speaks for the NPA in Mpumalanga. Monica, just talk to us about why did you guys withdraw the case this morning?
Well, after the National Prosecuting Authority looked at the evidence contained in the docket and the representations made by the lawyers of the accused, a decision was taken for the charges to be withdrawn against all the accused, which is 95 Libyans. So going forward, the administration process is going to be taken for them in order to be deported back to their country.
So now you guys are handing over to Home Affairs. I understand Home Affairs is inside court now. They're trying to deal with that paperwork of them getting deported. Are they going to be deported today, and when can we expect the deportation of these men?
The NPA cannot talk further on that, but the Department of Home Affairs is right here in court to facilitate the process. But all I can say at this stage is that all charges like a criminal case against all the 95 Libyan nationals have been withdrawn. This is after the Director of Public Prosecutions looked at the evidence before the court and also noted that the charges are not sustainable for us to secure a conviction. That's the decision that we have taken.
And also they were only facing one charge, then that and also like a contravention of the Immigration Act. Possibly you guys were obviously going to deport them at some point because obviously they entered the country illegally. They entered the country with misrepresentation rather when they entered the country. So now the process of the deportation, what happens now?
I think I cannot speak for the Department of Home Affairs, as I already indicated to you, but at this matter I can confirm that the criminal case against them has been officially withdrawn.
Thank you so much, Monica, for speaking to us. That is Monica Nyuswa speaking for us here. She speaks for the NPA in the province, saying that the criminal charges against the men have officially been withdrawn. Now they've been handed over to Home Affairs. Home Affairs is inside here. They are dealing with the paperwork to get the men be deported back to Benghazi.
All right, Tumelo, I'm not sure if Monica's still quite close by you, but I wonder if you can pose this question around what happens to what people saw, right? There was a military training camp. It seems, according to the evidence at our disposal, it wasn't authorized to actually be, taking place there. So what happens to what we know and what's been in the public domain if there was criminality at that military camp?
Okay, Monica, I'm just going to, just one more question to you. I just wanted to understand now, because there was already a military camp that was operating here, what happens now to that? Because obviously there was a criminality that was like operational there. Why have you guys not added that charge of criminal activity? Because if someone is operating in a military camp, that's criminal activity. Why have you guys not added that charge, and why was not that charge added?
Remember, the only docket that was brought to the NPA's attention was that of the Contravention of Immigration Act, which was against the 95 Libyan nationals. So I believe investigation in the matter maybe is ongoing or whatever. But what is brought before the NPA is only the charges involving the 95 Libyan nationals. There may be the investigations regarding that is currently underway. I cannot confirm on that.
All right, thank you so much, Monica. We'll be posing this question actually now to the police, because they were the one who were doing the investigation. But let's now bring in Nico Duplessis, who is an advocate. Duplessis, advocate, how are the men feeling right now after they have now been officially released? The case is now being officially withdrawn. Can we expect deportation, and when can we expect the deportation of these men? Because earlier you told me that you want the deportation of these men.
Yes, that's correct. They are very happy that the matter has been withdrawn against them. That is also what we have expected. Home Affairs are busy now taking over. We're busy with the arrangements. I understand there is a possibility that they will be out of the country within the next 48 hours.
And also, obviously, the charges, they were only facing one charge, but there were, talks in the community saying that why are they not being charged with other criminal charges, especially now that they were training at the military camp, at a camp where it was not a security camp, but rather a military camp. Why was that case not added, and also why have not been added to them?
I think that matter is still under investigation. As far as we know, we had security training, and I'm not sure of any other offences against the accused. That's now been, the case matter has been withdrawn. If there are, maybe the police, you must contact the police and ask the police if there are any outstanding matters. As far as we know, there is no outstanding matters. I
heard also in court they were talking about 96, 95. How many are these men exactly now? Because it seems like there's a number that it's not clear, especially inside court.
According to the state now, there are 96. I haven't counted them myself, but we appear for all of them.
Okay, and also they are ready to go home. In 48 hours they should be out of the country?
That is correct. That's how we understand, but they are in the hands of Home Affairs, who arranged a flight back to Benghazi.
Thank you so much for speaking to us.
You.
That was Advocate Nico Duplessis, who was also representing the men who appeared here in court, saying that Home Affairs will be arranging for them to actually leave the country within 48 hours.